All right, you guys, check this out. Today has been crazy. Crazy. It's not even officially noon yet. It's 11:44. It was a great morning. I went to Goodwill, and as you guys know, I resell clothing on eBay. So, part of that job is acquiring inventory. How do I do that? Yard sales, estate sales, whoever else is selling stuff. If it's something I could use, I buy it. So I go to a place called the Goodwill Outlet, right? The Goodwill Outlet. The people that go there, we call it the bins, because there's big blue bins stacked with clothes, right? And then you just got to dig and dig and dig till you find that certain item that you're looking for. So today was crazy. Before I get to the story, check this out. While I'm digging, I had to cut the trip there short. So I get a notification on my phone from my storage, and the notification says that I am past due on my payment, but I made the payment on the 18th, got confirmation, all that stuff. Money was pulled from my account, all that stuff. Got the receipt from the storage, all that stuff, right? So I had to cut my trip short. That immediately set me off inside. Keep in mind, it's barely 11:46 now, okay? So, yeah, I had to cut my trip short. I had enough inventory probably for like 2 days, so I got to go back tomorrow, actually, and buy some more stuff. So, anyway, that just made me upset inside. That set me off. I'm like, look, I don't need this right now. Like, when it comes to business, I do not play at all. I don't take any crap, etc., etc. So, knowing I made the payment, I have all the receipts, right? All the paperwork. So the place didn't open for like another 45 minutes. So I went up to the line, rang all my stuff up, threw it in my trunk, headed to the storage. So I get there about 20 minutes early, pull a couple more orders that sold. So I shipped those already, and I wait till they open. So I talked to the manager, and he's showing that the payment was processed in their system. So he said, yeah, everything looks great. I'm like, okay, good. So I pull out the app and I show him what the notification, right? Show him that. He's like, I'm not sure what's going on. You're paid up, everything's good. My access code to the storage is fine. Everything was great. So I'm like, okay, so I'm good, right? He said, yes, thank you, sir. So that problem solved. I could have just waited and called, but no, strictly business. I am strictly business. I do not play. So I went down to the office and I made sure this was squared away. My dog's got to eat, man. I got to eat. You know what I mean? Now that I've been working out, I got to eat more. So took care of that, right? Meanwhile, I had the bag of clothes from the Goodwill in my trunk. So I have like about a cigarette and a half. As soon as I left the storage, had a cigarette and a half, just cooling down, right? Just to relax, unwind. And I did, I chilled out. When I got home, just another morning, I packed my orders for the day. So those are all set. And before I wanted to leave the house, I went through, I brought the bag of clothing inside. So I packed everything up, and then I opened the bag of clothes, going through it, checking the pockets, turning everything inside out before I throw it in the wash. And in a pair of jeans, pretty nice pair of old jeans from the 90s. Vintage stuff sells great. I love vintage clothing. Any clothing 20 years or older is considered vintage. So yeah, as I'm going through some jeans, right? I feel a little I feel like something is in one of the pockets. So I pull it out, and it's like a clear baggie about that big. and it's full of bundles of paper, and everything is just folded. The small pieces of paper kind of look like an envelope. I guess those are bundles, right? So when I used to pick up back in the day, they were in like clear little Ziploc baggies, but like the small ones, you know? But these were like professionally rolled bundles. And at first I thought it was gum. So there's probably like 5 to 7 of those bundles. In the bag, like inside the bag, it was like powdery type. I was like, all right, so gum wouldn't be powdery. So I'm just curious at this point, right? Curious, what the hell do I have on my hands? So I put on some gloves and I proceed to open it, one of the bundles, and then there's some white powder in there. It was like a super fine like powder. I don't know what was in there. I didn't want to know. You know, I did not want to know. I didn't want to look at the rest. You know, I'm just super thankful that it didn't trigger me. Back in the day, I'm sure I would have smelled it, see if I could see if it's something, you know, I like at the time, you know. So yeah, I keep the gloves on, and I put that little bundle back in the Ziploc bag, tie it up, throw it in a grocery bag, and I go to the dumpster and throw it, you know. I made a separate, I put it in a separate bag because I didn't want that to be included in my trash, you know, just because, no paper trail, nothing like that. So yeah, I put it in a different bag, and you know, I just cleaned up the whole sink again, right? The whole area where I was looking at this stuff. I put it on a plate while I was going through it. So yeah, I'm just super thankful that I wasn't triggered, you know. I feel pretty solid when it comes to my recovery. I know if I had alcohol in my system, I probably would have, actually I know I would have tried to figure out what the hell it was, figure out what I had on my hands, right? So yeah, it's 11:52, man. What else is gonna happen today, you know? I just got back from the post office, put another load of laundry in the wash. Just got the dogs their food. Yeah, we'll see what else happens today. Thanks for listening. Whew.